The pathetic presentation of the new *AvtoVAZ model during the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum was a success. The car just couldn't start the first time. The presentation of a new *AvtoVAZ model Lada Aura is a vivid illustration of the state of the entire Russian automobile industry, experts say.
In connection with the exit of foreign companies, the Russians are somehow trying to compensate and resume the production of cars. But let's remember that production fell by 51%, almost 2 times. But even where there is production based on alternative import substituting technologies, we see what is called simplification and, I would say, a decrease in the technical level.
Low unemployment, low inflation, GDP growth and a balanced monetary policy. In Russia, it turns out they are heading towards reducing poverty and inequality. This is if you believe what Vladimir Putin told the participants of the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum. In reality, everything is exactly the opposite.
The Russian economy is going through a number of problems today. The indicators that we have today show that there are quite big problems there. The first is uncertainty. Russian business does not understand how the hostilities will end. This raises the question of long-term investment. The second point is the moment associated with the prospects for the state administration of the Russian Federation. Everyone understands that the Russian budget is the money that goes to war.
By the way, reducing the unemployment rate in Russia to a historic low, which Putin is so proud of, is definitely not a reason for optimism.
We are in a situation where unemployment is low, not because the economy is growing so fast, but because the workforce is shrinking. Ruben Yenikolopov, Russian economist from BBC News publication.
And this is not surprising. Where will the staff come from if some left the country, while the Kremlin sent others to the war against Ukraine? While Putin tries to put on a good face on a bad game, Elvira Nabiullina, head of the Russia's central bank, says the state will be forced to either cut spending or raise taxes in the coming years. Nabiullina does not exclude the return of Russia to a planned economy.
I'm not talking about the risk of restoring the planned economy. It seems that this is impossible because everything is market-based in our country. But in fact, it is enough for the state to concentrate the right to decide which industries, which projects need to be developed and where to direct financial resources instead of private initiative. And in my opinion, this is a big risk. Elvira Nabiullina, chairman of the Central Bank of Russia, from a speech at the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum.
However, the very idea of a return to a planned economy says a lot about the state of Russia. The KCE Institute predicts a deepening recession in 2023, an increase in fiscal pressure, and a weakening of the ruble. Analysts are confident that the loss of traditional sources of investment and negative sentiments affecting the domestic market will hinder the Federation's long-term economic growth. Reported by Roman Smoler, Yulia Hranovska, UA TV News.